Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to JU-Ice channel again. It is Thursday, people. Thursday. Lovely Thursday, I might say. The sun is out. The sky is blue. Some people have up their Christmas decorations. And it is peaceful. And I'm also back on my daughter's side of town. Yes, I came back last night, and as always, I had a great time on my side of town. Well, it's story time, people. Story time. I told y'all I have a lot of stories. Well, I didn't get much pain. I just have a little ache here and there from the vaccination that I received yesterday. And I didn't take no Tylenol like they said, or put a cold compressant on it, because it didn't hurt that bad, you know. It's a bit tender, but I will survive. Yeah, so get into my story now. Back in 2006, I went back to Barbados for the first time. As I told y'all, I'm from Barbados. I was born there. I left there when I was 12 years old, came to the United States, been living in the United States ever since. And yes, I am a citizen of the United States. Okay. I never really cared to go back there because, not that I hated Barbados, I love Barbados. It's just that things that happened to me in my childhood, I didn't feel right going back there, too many memories and stuff like that. But anyway, a cousin of mine, a family member, her mom was having her birthday. I think she was going to be turning 80. I'm not sure. I don't remember. She's unalive right now. But, her and her sisters, they were like, no, you have to go. You have to go. You should be ashamed of yourself. You've been up here so long. You never been back to Barbados. What had you so busy that you didn't go back there? So I never actually came out and told them my story, but I knew why. I was afraid. I didn't want to run into the person that done me wrong, and I was afraid. There's nothing wrong with that. But in 2006, I'm an adult now, and at the time I was an adult still. So, I had company, so I went with them. And we had a great time. We stayed at her mom's house, at their mom's house. We didn't stay in a hotel. We had a great time, fabulous time. Okay, this is what I really wanted to say. The ocean, the sea, I do believe the sea is a woman. I've heard that so many times, but the older I get, I do believe that body of water is a female. We went to so many different tourist attractions in Barbados, which I never had the opportunity to visit when I was a child. I never been to any of those places. I lived in Barbados, but I never got to go and see any of these beautiful places. I saw a lot of them on TV and stuff like that. And now that they have YouTube, I see a lot of Barbados. But I was so fortunate going there with them. I got to see places that I never saw when I was a child. So we went to this tourist attraction. What is it? We went to the Animal Flower Cave. We went to I don't remember the name of it, but it's wildlife. You know, they have a lot of wildlife in there. So you know me, I'm scared of snakes. I think I am. So I never even thought of those creatures. I never thought of them. So, you know, we got the tickets, and me and my cousin, we went in. And then what caught my eyes was I saw the animals walking around freely on the ground. The turtles, the monkeys, you name it. The peacocks, they're so beautiful. You name it. So something came right into my head, and I said, oh my God, there's snakes in here. Oh my God, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. So my cousin was like, girl, come on. There's no snakes in here. There's no snakes in here. I was like, yes, they are. They got to be. All these different creatures crawling around in here. There has to be snakes in here. I cannot stay in here. I have to get out of here. So I started freaking out. So, you know, the lady she had just given us, it's this thing that you put around your arm. And she had just put it on our wrist. So she was like, well, you know, it's a wildlife place. You have to expect things like that. You know, anywhere you go and they say wildlife, they're going to have all sorts of different animals, creatures, whatever you want to call it. So I was like, oh my God. I started trembling and everything. I was so freaking scared. I started crying. I was crying like a little baby. Buckets of tears was pouring out my eyes. I was just crying. Oh my God. And I was shivering and shaking. Jesus. My cousin said, you want to leave? I was like, yes, I want to leave. I want to leave. She was like, come on, come on. Then the girl, I'm heading to the gate. The lady said, by the way, all the workers over there, not just in this place, they dress, they uniform, they all are uniform, even the people at the gas station, and they look so beautiful. Oh my God. I just love the way how no matter what business it is, the people are dressed to a T in their beautiful uniforms in Barbados. Getting back, the lady said, the snakes are in cages. They have them in cages. They are on the other side. So I felt a little ease when she said that. So I wiped my tears and we continued on. My cousin was like, I can't believe a grown woman like you crying like this. I was like, so what? Anyway, we continue on our little journey. And believe it or not, I was still looking around, looking up in the air, looking all around because I was still scared. Do you know they had this, it was huge. It was like a cage with monkeys. A lot of monkeys were in there. And they were climbing all over this thing, you know, up in the air, on the side, walking around the ground. Do you know, scared old me wasn't afraid of those monkeys. I said, I'd rather stand right here in this cage with these monkeys. When you're done with your tour in this place, you can come back and get me. She said, girl, you are nuts. You are nuts. I'm telling you, I felt more safe being there with those monkeys than walking around in that place. That's how scared I was. So I stood there for a little while because I came out. The monkeys didn't attack me or nothing like that. They were looking at me and making their little noises just like I was looking at them. And I eventually came out and we walked around and stuff. You know, they had trails and stuff. So you see the little turtles, the tortoises, whatever they call them, you know, they walking around, crawling around the ground, different kind of animals and stuff. So, you know, I admired that. I enjoyed it. And we actually went over by where the snakes were. They were in cages. They had them things locked down. You would have thought that this was a prison. They had these creatures locked in. They were huge, different colors. They had them locked in these cages, double locks, double gates. Oh my God. So I didn't stay over there that long, you know. So we left and, you know, we went somewhere else. So the fair went away. The next one was, I don't remember the name of this. Farley Hill, I'm not sure. Don't quote me. This place, we went in, I don't remember. It's like a cliff. You walked in from underground, and I don't remember taking the elevator or stairs. I don't remember. But anyway, we went in this place and we went all the way up. They have like restaurants and stuff in there you can eat and stuff like that. So we went in, and it has to be an elevator. I don't remember. Anyway, we went in and we found our way all the way to the top. There were people up there too, you know, admiring the ocean and stuff like that. Oh my God, I call it a cliff because we were all the way up in the air. This thing was so tall. You can see the ocean, the sea. It was like the sky touching the water. That's how it looked. That's how close the water looked like it was to the sky. And the water was actually the height of this cliff. And how I know that is because I was walking around. You know, I'm a curious person, so I was walking around. You have to be careful up there. They have barriers and stuff, but they are not very high, and you have to be careful. So, you know, I was walking around, looking around and stuff like that. At that time, they didn't have YouTube or whatever where I could have taken a video or whatever. But believe you me, next time I go there, I will be doing it. And we walked around. She stood off. You know, she goes to Barbados a lot. This is my first time going back as a grown-up from a child. Never been to this place before. So I'm looking around and walking around and stuff. All she kept telling me is, be careful. Don't go too close. Don't go too close. The sea will pull you in. The sea will pull you in. And I'm like, what the hell is this girl talking about? So I go all the way to the edge, to one of the edges. There was a barrier, like I said, but it's not tall. I'm looking down. The water is actually all the way to the top of this cliff. It's right there. It's like it could just reach out and grab me. And I was scared but curious. So I'm busy looking down, and all I could see is all this water and all of that, you know. Pretty blue water. The sky is so close to it. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, when I look down, you know, they have like openings in this big old cliff, like the rock. They have openings where you can sit. It's like a seat. You could sit in there. And I don't know, whoever made this, they're so creative. And you could sit in there and you can eat or whatever, you know. It's like a little a little cement table, a cement chair, whatever. And this is like, it's not just that one. There's several of them. And I was like, wow, it was so amazing. But the scariest part was a wave came. It was huge. Because when the water splash, you all the way up there, you can see it actually coming towards you, hitting the edge of this cliff. If you're too close, you can get wet. So I was close, and all of a sudden it came, and my cousin, she grabbed my arm and she pulled me back, and she said, "Girl, don't you know the sea will grab you and take you in?" I was so scared. I said, "Oh my God, Jesus." And I stood off afterwards. I stood off and I just stood there taking all of that in, just looking at the beauty of it. It's mysterious. The sea is a mysterious place. It is so mysterious. That's the perfect word. I was just standing there and I'm looking at the sky. The sky was like so close to me. And the water, everything like just met up one time. I was like, wow, this is out of this world. Jesus. But that fear stood in my head all these years. I still think about it. I was thinking about it this morning. That's why I'm making the video. And I said to myself, when I go back to Barbados, now that I have a YouTube channel, I'm going to videotape a lot of those places I never been to when I was a little girl or when I went back there in 2006. And I am so confident of going. I don't know when, but soon, because my heart is full, it's clear, it's clean. There's no more darkness. There's no more pain. There's no more hurt in my body. And you know why? Because my abuser, I mentioned it before, not too long ago, he's unalive. He's unalive. So I have the guts now to actually go back to Barbados one of these days and feel very confident about myself, not afraid or whatever, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be afraid of the mysteries that lies out there, but I just want to go back there and see it all, see it all, because it's so freaking beautiful. It's out of this world. Barbados is a lovely island. Barbados, they said it's more east than west. People call us West Indians, but they say Barbados is more east than west. Barbados is so beautiful. Oh my God. And the people are beautiful too. I don't know about all of them, but the people are beautiful. And the Prime Minister of Barbados, Madam Mayor Motley, I do believe she is a strong, beautiful black woman. I've heard people spoke negatively about her, but I don't know this lady from Adam and Eve, but from what I see, she is a very strong, intelligent, you name it, she is it. And Barbados should be proud of having a prime minister like her. Yeah, I know there's a lot of women out there saying, oh, she's not doing nothing for Barbados. She's more into the other countries, the other islands and stuff like that. That's what a strong black woman does, especially one that is in position to do things like that. Don't always knock your kind because they're reaching out to help others or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Black people especially, you have to get it together. You have to get it together. Try to build up your kind instead of tearing them down. Most of you out there think the countries or the islands should be ran by a man. They had their chance. When a woman get in there, it's her turn. Let her do her job. You know what I'm saying? Give her props. Stand behind her. Stop being ignorant. Stop being jealous. Stop being evil. For real. I remember COVID time. I was hearing about all the good that this woman was doing. I don't mean to call her this woman. The Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley. This woman, I heard about the things she did, and I read a lot about the things that she did. She was helping out other people from other islands and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She did a lot of great things during the COVID time. And I do believe she's still doing a lot of things. I don't live in Barbados, but I watch YouTube a lot and stuff like that. And she has a smile that's out of this world. And her voice is so distinctive. She's such a wonderful, beautiful person in my eyes. And the gap between her teeth, to me, I always thought, because you don't see that in many women. And I always thought that gap meant strength. I often used to say, damn, I wish I had a gap between my teeth. Because they're born like that. People are born like that. I don't see it in men. I usually see it in women, but I don't see too many women with it. So it's very distinct. And I think hers just make her overall more distinctive. She's a beautiful woman, beautiful woman. I listened to her speech when she came to the United States. She was speaking with VP Kamala Harris. She put Barbados right up there on the flag, not the flag. She put Barbados right up there. I was so proud seeing that, so proud, and listening to what she was saying. So big up to you, Mayor Mottley. Blessings to you, Queen. And maybe one day when I'm in Barbados, maybe I'll give you a big shout out. I don't know if I'll be able to come over to where your headquarters are. I'm probably wouldn't be allowed, but I will shoot a video while I'm there, giving you a big shout out. Yeah, so you know, people, I just wanted to put that out there because so many people speak so negatively of the Prime Minister of Barbados. I don't know. She's still holding that position from 2018. She's still holding that position. So she must be doing a very good job. And she's she's loved all over this country, all over this world. She is. So those of you Barbadians that talk bad about this lady or whatever, y'all need to suck it up and thank God that y'all have her, because you could have somebody else worse running the island. Seriously. Whatever problems they're having over there with the homelessness or whatever, I do believe if everyone get together and help, y'all would make life a lot better and a lot easier and a lot simpler. But there's homelessness everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Here in the United States, in England, in Canada, in Hawaii, of all places, I never thought they would be homelessness. It's all over the world. So I don't know what to tell you all. Just thank God, and we all need to come together and try to solve this problem. Not just one person can do it. We all have to join together with a clean mind and a clean heart. For real. So I just want to say, everyone, have a beautiful Thursday. I certainly am. I'm going to relax today because, like I said, I got that shingles vaccine yesterday evening, and my arm is a bit sore. So I'm just going to take it easy. Take it easy. I'm not going to do nothing strenuous or nothing like that. I'm just going to relax with Mr. Hustle. Hey, buddy, say good morning to everyone. Say good morning. And I have to clean his nose. His nose is always running. Mr. Hustle. Mr. Hustle. Well, there was an African YouTuber, Watermeyer. I forgot the rest of his name. Maybe I'm not saying it right. I don't know. I don't mean to say it wrong. But he had visited Barbados, and he visited Prime Minister Mia Mottley. And I watched the segment, and it was beautiful. They spoke, they laughed. She didn't treat him like she was all that. She treated him like a human being should be treated. She wasn't acting as though she was this high up in the air and he was like a little nobody. She was human. She was treating him very well. You know what I'm saying? And he spoke very highly of her. After he left the area where she reside, he spoke very highly of her. And he said he would always go back to Barbados. He loves Barbados, him and his wife. So, you see, she can't be all that bad. In my eyes, she isn't. Like I said, I don't know her. I don't have to know someone. But just listening to them speak and stuff like that, her appearance and all of that, it tells you something about a person. So, everyone, this is JU-I saying, peace out for now. Have a great day. And I will get back to you another time.